maathrey, namaha, with the divine blessings of our Mother Divine Lalita Sahasranamam and Father Divine Lord Mahadeva. We have been discussing the Holy Lalita Sahasranamam in those divine efforts. Jwala Malnika Kshipta Varni Prakara Madhyaga is what we discussed in the last episode. Today we'll make an attempt to discuss the 72nd Namam. Bhandasura Vadodyukta Shakti Vikrama Harshita. Bhandasura Vadodyukta Shakti Vikrama Harshita. This Namam essentially means Mother Divine is delighted at the performance of the Shaktis that are ready to destroy the army of Bhandasura. Bhandasura Vadodyukta. So, Shakti Vikrama Harshita. That army of Mother Divine which is excited and all smiles to kill the Bhandasura's Sainyam. Looking at them, Mother is smiling very pleasantly. To her right is Mother Goddess Rajashamla Devi, and to her left a little ahead is Varahi, who is commanding the armed forces. Bhandasura is each of us who has been taking birth after birth in the cycle of death and birth. And therefore Bhandasura's life closely connects with all the humans' birth, as all of us are born, go through the time, die, become ashes, and then again are born, depending on the karmic balance to the parents, depending on their respective karmic connections and balance. This Namam, Bhandasura Vadodyukta Shakti Vikrama Harshita, is a very spiritually significant Namam in enhancing Vairagya in a Jiva. And those of us, after taking a lot of cycles of birth and death, going through that cycle incessantly, there will come a stage where many of us go through different stages of Vairagya, Prasuti Vairagya, Smasana Vairagya. But these are all temporary Vairagyas, not the permanent one. To have the permanent Vairagya germinate in one, this Namam really helps. How does it help? Bhandasura Vadodyukta Shakti Vikrama Harshita is a Namam that enables the divine forces that are there in each of us to sever and reduce the demonic forces that are also there in each of us. And that war between the Suras and Asuras constantly going on in us is what this Namam signifies. Bhandasura Vadodyukta Shakti Vikrama Harshita. Now when we make an effort by not suppressing that inner voice which constantly tells us what is right, the divine forces in us come to help in suppressing the adharmic thoughts, acts, or wishes, laying the foundation for our dharmic existence or righteousness. In relation to this Namam, I'll tell you the story of a great Aghora by the name Baba Kinaram. Kinaram Baba is one of the prime Aghoris and a guru-like figure for all the Aghoris who exist now. Aghoris or Aghoras are from a subsect called Kapalikas, tradition from the Dasanami of Adi Shankaracharya, very closely connected to the Nagas. Nagas are much more aggressive. Kapalis or Aghoris appear very fierce, and some of the rituals they follow appear very scary and dangerous, but it's essentially to keep all the desire-filled people at bay, because Kapalikas or Aghoras get siddhis very, very fast, and those siddhis make them the favorite of many of the mere mortals in order to fulfill their wants and desires. Many people otherwise approach the Aghoris. Baba Kinaram, who is a guru-like figure, was born around 1600 in a village called Ramgarh, very close to Varanasi. He was born in a poor Kshatriya family to Mother Manasa Devi and Father Akbar Singh. Mother Manasa Devi and Father Akbar Singh did not have kids for a very, very long time. And one night, the mother saw a dream of Shiva as Aghoranath, which is very famous in Uttar Pradesh and Varanasi, where Shiva begs with a bowl of skull in his hand and a trident in a hand, walking into her, and she heard a voice when she opened her eyes that Shiva decided to be born to her. After this dream, Mother Manasa Devi delivered the baby in 10 months, and on the night of the baby's birth, Baba Kinaramji's birth, 3 saints who were walking on the road of the Varanasi suddenly entered their house, and one of the saints took the baby into his arms and gave a mantra whispered a mantra in the young Kinaram's ear and said, "This baby needs to be given to the neighbor, and you have to buy the baby from the neighbors by paying some amount of gold." And they did not understand why the saints were whispering. The saints said, "Don't worry, that will do away some karmic debt that the baby has, and he is an elevated soul himself, and you owe to your neighbors, and that is the reason you did not have babies all these years. This baby now is born to you and is going to make you Runa Vimukta." And therefore, those saints named the baby as Rashi, one of the great name of Shiva, as per the Vaishnava Sampradaya text, where Vishnu addresses Shiva as Rashi. And since the baby was exchanged or bartered for an amount of gold with the neighbors, he got the name of Kina Ram. And that's how this great saint Kina Ram came to know as Kina Ramji with respect. During those years, child marriages were very common. This was around 1680, about 420 years ago. And when Kina Ramji was about 12 years old, mother and father Manasa Devi and Akbar Singh decided to get him married to a girl. And the day before the marriage, Kina Ramji asked for milk, rice and puffed rice, which were signs of a death. And the mother and father were surprised why he was asking for that. And he took the milk, puffed rice and rice to the banks of Ganga and offered it to Ganga Devi after saying certain prayers, and everyone around was surprised looking at what this 12-year-old was doing. The next day, the news came that the girl who was to marry Kina Ramji had a sudden death, and then everyone was surprised on how this young boy knew about it before. We will continue the story in the next episode. Stay blessed. Shree maathrey, namaha.